This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're at Wembley Box Park here for the final press conference ahead of this Saturday night's show live on Sky Sports Boxing. I'm joined by Paulie fucking Malignaggi.
The one and only. The one, there's only one.
There is actually only one. How are you?
Just like there's only one KUGAN CASSIUS, my man. That's it. When we get together, we make it happen.
We make shit happen.
That's right. Here at Wembley, where are we? We're not even at Wembley Arena here. This is not Wembley Arena. What is this? What is this, Wembley Mall?
This is Wembley Box Park.
Box Park. A lot of little restaurants here. It's not really a great place to put a press conference if guys are making weight, no? I mean, surrounded by food.
Burgers and, yeah.
That's not, bro. A donut place over there. Who came up with this racket?
Yeah, I didn't think of that, yeah, but yeah, very true. Yeah, let's talk about, obviously, the card this week. Richard Riakporhe headlines. You a fan of Richard?
Yeah. He's been impressive throughout his professional boxing career. He's made strides, he's made waves. Got a great story behind him. He's a real pleasure to speak to. He's a very promotable guy. There's a lot to like about Richard Riakporhe as we watch him continue to try to raise his stock.
Jose Burton and Dan Aziz fight for the British title. We have Natasha Jonas on the card. We have the Azim brothers. Yeah, it's a packed card on Saturday.
Bro. Jose Burton is fighting Dan Aziz, and then you have the Aziz brothers. Is everybody Aziz on this card or what? What's going on over here?
Spelled differently.
It's spelled differently. All right. That's what it is. I got you. No, the Aziz brothers are impressive though. I was talking to them before. Those kids are tall for their weight class, no? You ever see?
Very tall.
Yeah, I wish I could have been that tall for my weight class. Imagine how I would have boxed if I could be that tall for my weight class. I had this pasta legs, you know. What am I gonna do? Eat pasta and my legs would get too big, and then I had to fight a heavier waist than I would have liked to. What am I gonna do? Anyway, good card though. Good card is Burton and Aziz is a really good crossroads battle for the British title. I mean, I noticed the British title fights here have that real derby feel. Guys always bring a little bit of extra adrenaline. Jose has had the British title. Aziz, I think, is going for his first British title, which kind of, there you have it, why you have a crossroads fight. Adam said earlier, you know, last chance saloon for Jose. He can open up a lot more doors if he becomes a three-time British champion, right? Has he been two-time British champion already?
I'm not sure if it's his second or third attempt. Obviously, yeah.
Okay, whatever. Third
attempt. That's the wrong word. He's already won the British title, but this might be his second go.
Either way, KUGAN. What we're saying is he opens up doors for him. Doors seem to be closed on Jose Burton. He wins his title, he opens up some doors for him. And Dan Aziz, he wants to open up those same doors because he's never been there before. Jose wants to reopen doors that have been closed on him. Dan Aziz wants to keep opening new doors for him, which is what a prospect is looking to do as he turns to contender. So a nice crossroads battle, and the fact that it's for the British title makes it all that much more exciting for them.
Well, if you haven't got a ticket, make sure you tune into Sky Sports on Saturday night. It should be.
I mean, that's what we're here for. We got to tell them that. You know, Sky Sports. I'm back with Boxer. Sky Sports. Tune in.
Okay, just like to get your opinion on certain matters in the boxing world. I'm sure you've been asked this 100 times, but a little bit. The convention in Mexico for the WBC, some interesting news coming up. Obviously, the one everyone's talking about is this whole Canelo and.
How are people taking this, KUGAN? How are they taking it? Based on your criteria, how are they taking it?
A bit mixed, I think.
What do they want they got to do, though? What do they want they got to do? Fight AJ? I don't understand. What do they want they got to do? Here's the thing. When you go up in weight class, I was telling other guys, look at Whitaker, Julio Cesar Vasquez. For anybody that was watching boxing that long ago, he didn't fight Terry Norris when he went up to super welterweight. He fought a guy who was a legitimate world champion, but he could pick off, you know, because if you go up that many weight classes, you can't keep fighting the best guy in every single weight class. I know Pacquiao spoiled you guys, but come on, some realistic thoughts here, guys. I mean, come on. So, realistically speaking, I didn't see it coming, to tell you the truth. But then again, I didn't really pay attention to Makabu, you know. But when you look at the light heavyweight division, all full of monster punchers, Joe Smith, Dimitri Bivol, Artur Beterbiev, all huge punches. You know, you got to go up and weight, and you got to fight these big punches. You look up just one more weight class. You got this little-known guy with a major title, Makabu. Maybe you pick him off, become a cruiserweight world champion, and then see how the light heavyweights shuffle out, and maybe you go after them later. notwithstanding the morons that are going to talk about the heavyweight division if he's able to become a cruiserweight champion, because you know those morons exist in boxing. You know they're going to be there.
They already are, actually.
Of course. I mean, boxing rivals. I say MMA fans are the dumbest in sports, and they are, but boxing fans start to rival them at times.
Can I just make a point Johnny Nelson made yesterday? He believes that Canelo would beat Andy Ruiz.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's too much size, bro. I mean, you get hit with a hook. Andy Ruiz knocked out AJ, bro. You get hit with a hook from that guy, bro. You're talking about. You're not playing a board game. You're not playing a video game, man. Guys are really getting hit in there. Like Andy Ruiz hits Canelo with a left hook. It's gonna hurt him bad. I mean, Canelo's not that size. Not to mention, don't they train together anyway? They'll never fight regardless.
Would you have rather seen him fight a Benavidez or a Charlo ahead of this kind of audacious move to a cruiserweight?
I would have loved to see him fight Benavidez or Charlo. I think they're terrific fighters, and I think they would have been deserving of the shot. I don't know what happens now, because he was very dry, his lips, when he was making weight last week. All fight week, he was very dry. So I think that coming back from cruiserweight after gaining all the muscle mass, he may not even be able to make super middleweight.
We're just picking this interview back up. So yeah, I mean, we don't know that that's the option he'll take in May, because I'm sure Canelo has multiple options for when he fights again in May.
Of course. Let's consider, though. I mean, right now he's probably going to go take the Makabu route. I mean, that's kind of why they made that announcement at the BC convention, right? You don't see him taking the Makabu route?
I'm not 100% convinced.
What else is he going to take? And why is this smell following us over here now? Is it that fridge?
No, this place might blow up soon. I don't know what's happening.
What are they gonna do over here? It's gonna get my. Gonna make my shirt smell. What are we doing over here? What are we doing, guys?
Paulie, let me just ask you about the other bit of news, or sort of non-news, that came out that Fury and White, while the arbitration is going on with.
What's going on with that? I don't understand.
They've said.
How does Dillian White never fight for a world title still? I mean, is that not like one of the bigger tragedies of this generation? I mean, that's crazy. I don't know. And people are gonna say, oh, we wouldn't beat. Okay, bro. A lot of the guys won't beat Fury. Actually, nobody will beat Fury. Fury's the best heavyweight in the world right now. But that doesn't mean you all of a sudden, you know what? Okay, nobody should fight Fury because nobody beats him. No, that's not how it works, buddy. The guys deserve the shot. Guys are deserving of the shot, and they should get it. I think Dillian, is having never fought for a world championship, despite continuously putting his #1 contender status at risk with risk fights and not sitting on his laurels, I think makes him even more deserving of a world title shot. And it's really a shame that he hasn't got one.
I mean, the comment that came out was, while the WBC are having this arbitration with Dillian White, till that's resolved, then they won't make, obviously, their stance on the mandatory for Fury and White. But, I mean, he's been waiting this long. We were expecting something to happen. It's a little bit all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know what to comment on that anymore. Politics suck, both in politics and in sports.
Just a final one before I let you go, Mr. Malignaggi. What have you made of this whole AJ trainer situation, if there is a situation?
I think it's just a par for the course for a fighter who's, looking for answers and trying to, find the best of himself at a point in his career where there's some question marks coming up. You take an L, a lot of things run through your mind, and so, you want to get back to proving people wrong. You want to, get back to your best, and sometimes there's different things that go through your mind, and sometimes trainer changes happen. I've done it in my career as well.
Interesting to see what happens, obviously, ahead of a rematch with Alexander Usyk next year. Paulie, thank you very much for your time. I think we're okay at the moment here, but yeah.
I got to get out of here and breathe some real oxygen. This place smells like shit. All right, I'll see you guys later.
Paulie, thank you. Bro.